Abram, what'd you learn from the first time you played Western?
Yeah, I think just they're a really, big, physical, and skilled team. They got a lot of good players, a lot of depth in their lineup, and just looking at just kind of what the matchup was like back when they came into our barn. They're a really good team. They moved the puck well, and they got a lot of good offensive players. So obviously it didn't go the way we wanted, but we're just kind of looking to turn that page and have a really good weekend in Western.
How do you combat some of those things that they bring?
Yeah, I think just being consistent. I thought that's something that we didn't do in our first weekend against them. Just, I thought we were kind of just up and down that whole weekend, and I think it's important for us to just be physical, especially against a team like that. It's got a lot of skilled players, so just being able to, play hard, have that hard skill, and then just come out and be consistent all weekend, that's going to give us the best chance to win.
Do you feel you guys have built some momentum since that weekend?
For sure. Like looking back at our Saturday game against Denver and then sweeping Duluth last weekend. So I think just being able to just use that momentum and, just having that positive mindset coming into this weekend and just kind of building momentum again, just going into playoffs here as well near the end of the season.
You haven't played in that building yet. What have you heard about playing in Lawson?
Yeah, I heard it's a pretty crazy place. Fans are pretty crazy, and I heard it's gonna be fun. All the guys say it's a pretty fun place to play. It's always packed, and it's kind of like a old school barn. So I'm excited to kind of experience that and play 2 games there this weekend.
What stands out to you about Andrew Strathman's game?
Yeah, I think he's just a really good, two-way player. He's got really good offensive abilities, and he's shown it throughout this whole season. And I think especially the second half of the season, just with him gaining his confidence, and you just see that by him just, joining the rush and making those really nice plays on the blue line. I thought he did that quite a few times this weekend. And then, I look at this weekend especially, I think he played a season high with minutes this weekend, and just kind of using that opportunity with limited defense and just using it to take that opportunity to, trust the coaches, kind of build your trust with them. And I thought he's done a great job with that. And then I got some PK time as well this weekend, so just being able to implement that and do his game. He's done an unbelievable job kind of taking advantage of that opportunity so far.
How have you felt with playing some big minutes this year physically? Can you tell that you're playing a lot? Is it, I know you played some insane games in Chilliwack.
Yeah. It's been a lot of minutes, especially with D-man out, but just being able to conserve, your energy throughout the game, and that's just starting with short shifts. And not only for me, but I think for all the D-men, especially with limited D, just being able to, play for each other and have short shifts, and obviously against teams like Western Michigan where they're physical and they got a lot of skilled guys, we got to be able to, manage our ice time well, and that's something that we got to do this weekend.
What happened? There's a weekend in Chilliwack where you guys were down D, right? And
yeah.
What was that experience like? And how many D did you have? I can't remember.
I think we had 5 that game. And yeah, I know it was pretty crazy. I think it was like 35 minutes or something that night. Yeah, it was heavy. Needed a rest day after that one.
You guys have a pretty battle-tested group here with all you've gone through this season. How has that prepared you for this final stretch of the regular season here and after that? Yeah,
I think just being able to go through that adversity at the beginning of the season, just when I look at, the ups and downs that we've had all year, and then just being able to, on a 3-game win streak right now, and then just kind of being able to build that momentum. And, we've already been through the ups and downs, and we know what it's like. So just being able to, learn from that, learn from all of our mistakes, and kind of just use that momentum going into the Western this weekend, and then kind of finish off the season against Omaha, and then just use what we've learned in the playoffs.
How much, if at all, are you watching the standings, and how much you guys need to get done to get where you want to go for the NCHC tournament? I mean, are you keeping an eye on that at all?
I think just for us, I think some guys probably have a little bit of an understanding what it's going to look like, but for us, it's just play hockey. Just don't kind of worry about the standings or anything like that. Just stick to what's in our room, and just kind of go from there. And obviously we've got some big games, kind of building momentum, just kind of like I've said before, and just try not to worry about, what's outside, what the standings look like or anything. Just play our game, and whatever happens, and just kind of do what we can to build momentum going into the playoffs.
You guys feel like you're having more fun, maybe playing more loose over the last couple of weekends?
For sure. Yeah, I think just everyone's kind of been chipping in. You look at our fourth line last weekend, I thought they did an unbelievable job on Friday. You just look at that, and it shows you that everyone's going. All 4 lines are going, all 6D, 7D. And then our goaltending too. Like everyone's been just having fun playing for each other, and that's a big part in why we're winning.